Hello, horse racing fans. It's Mark with InHereTheyCome.com, getting ready for the 151st Kentucky Derby. We're less than 2 weeks out as a recording of this short video here. What we're doing, this is a continuation in our series of reviewing the impact of runners coming out of the 600-point, the big known as the Big Six prep races for the Kentucky Derby, the 100-point races. Um, so we're looking at each of the six to see what their impact has been over the recent years in the Kentucky Derby Superfecta to kind of help us um, to see what level of emphasis we want to put on those runners. Some of them do well in certain spots of the Superfecta, others don't do so well anywhere in the Superfecta. So let's take a look. Well, this is going to be reviewing the Bluegrass Stakes and the impact in the Kentucky Derby Superfecta. First, we'll look at the winners. Here are the recent winners of the Bluegrass Stakes at Keeneland. Of course, this year it's Burnham Square, who actually sets at the top of the points leaderboard, which is not good. Which is not good for him. History of since the point-based system has gone into place. The only time the top point earner won the Kentucky Derby were in the very first 2 years of the implementation of the points-based system. So based on that, Burnham Square is going to be up against it this year. Anyways, let's keep looking at the past winners. Last year it was Sierra Leone winning the Bluegrass Stakes and ran a very good race in the Kentucky Derby, finishing second, only beating a neck for the win in the Kentucky Derby last year. 2023 was Tapit Trice, ran seventh. Zandon finished third in 2022, finished third in the Kentucky Derby. And then in 2021, Essential Quality finished fourth in the Kentucky Derby after winning the Bluegrass Stakes. 2020 was a year of COVID. Art Collector did not run in the Derby. Vekoma finished 13th. Good Magic in 2018. Good Magic finished second in the Kentucky Derby. IRAP in 17, not very well. Finished 18th in the Kentucky Derby. Brody's Cause ran an okay seventh in the Kentucky Derby. So looking at the first screen here, we have some impact with the winners in the last 8 years hitting the Superfecta in the Kentucky Derby. Let's continue on here. 2015, Carpe Diem finished 10th. Dance with Fate finished 6th. The years that are highlighted in the red there for you, just to let you know, is to indicate those years that the points-based qualifying system was in place. Prior to 2014, you qualified on earnings to be able to make the starting gate in the Kentucky Derby. Also, the years here with asterisks are the years that that Keeneland had the synthetic dirt surface, not real dirt, but the synthetic in place. So in 2013, Java's War finished 13th. Dullahan in 2012 finished third. Brilliant Speed ran a decent seventh. Stately Victor, eighth. General Quarters finished 10th. Mamba finished dead last in the Kentucky Derby in 2008. Dominican finished 11th. So not very good in this series 9-year stretch of Bluegrass Stakes winners in the Derby. The only one we have in the money there was Dullahan finishing third. Senator Minister 2006 finished 16th. Bandini finished 19th. Cliff's Edge 5th. Peace Rules in 2003 finished third in the Kentucky Derby. Harlan's Holiday 7th. Millennium 11th. High Yield 15th. So, and Winners in the Bluegrass Stakes have been more impactful in the Kentucky Derby in recent years than in years gone by the looks of this. So, in summary, there's none of the Bluegrass Stakes winners have won the Kentucky Derby since 2000, and two came in second, with three coming in third and one coming in fourth. So this is telling us we really don't want to give a lot of consideration to any of the Bluegrass Stakes winner as a winner in the Kentucky Derby, but possibly hitting the trifecta. Now let's look at all runners coming out of the Bluegrass Stakes and what their impact was in the Kentucky Derby. Last year, the winner ran second at odds of 5-1. No impact in 23. In 22, the winner ran third at 6-1 odds. In 2021, the winner ran fourth at 3-1 odds. 2020, year of COVID, the sixth place runner came in third at the big odds of 47-1. And that was the year Authentic won the Kentucky Derby. 2019, no impact. 2018, the winner ran second that year at odds of 10-1. No impact in 2017 or 2016. So in the past 9 years there, we've had 5 runners from the Bluegrass Stakes hit the Kentucky Derby Superfecta, which isn't bad. Next 9 years, 2015, no impact. 14, no impact. 13, no impact. 2012, the winner ran third at 12-1 odds. 2001, no impact. 2010, the runner-up in the Bluegrass Stakes ran third in the Kentucky Derby at 12-1 odds. And the sixth place runner that year finished fourth in the Kentucky Derby at 30-1 odds. So that year in 2010, 2 of the 4 slots of the Superfecta were comprised of runners coming out of the Bluegrass Stakes. 2009, 2008, no impact. 2007, the runner-up won the Kentucky Derby at odds of 5-1. 2006, the fourth place runner ran second in the Kentucky Derby at 30-1 odds. 2005, the third place finisher in the Bluegrass Stakes ran second in the Kentucky Derby at 72-1. 2004, the runner-up that year was also the runner-up in the Kentucky Derby at 5-1 odds, and the third place runner that year ran fourth in the Kentucky Derby at 42-1 odds. So again, we had another year where 2 of the 4 slots of the Superfecta were taken down by runners coming out of the Bluegrass Stakes. 2003, the winner ran third as the favorite in the Kentucky Derby at 3-5 odds. 2002, no impact. 2001, the fourth place runner in the Bluegrass Stakes ran second in the Kentucky Derby at 55-1 odds. So let's recap here. The impact, Bluegrass Stakes runners on Derby Day. We've had one winner since 2001. There have been, however, 6 Bluegrass Stakes runners finished second in the Kentucky Derby at average odds of 29-1. 5 other Bluegrass Stakes horses finished third in the Kentucky Derby at average odds of 15-1, while three additional runners from the Bluegrass Stakes ran fourth on Kentucky Derby Day at odds of 25-1. So looking at this is basically telling us probably not looking at the win position on the first Saturday in May for a Bluegrass Stakes runner, but we certainly want to consider it for the other 3 spots in the Superfecta, in second and third, as well as fourth place. So there is some impact there, but not on the win level. Here are the runners coming out of the Bluegrass Stakes that are intended to run in the Kentucky Derby. Of course, the winner was at Burnham Square. Won the Bluegrass Stakes at 4-1 odds, paid $10.48. He sits at the top of the points leaderboard with 130 points. His race record this year has 3 races with 2 wins. So he looks like he either wins or he's off the board. But again, it's not good to be the leader of the on the leaderboard, number 1 on the leaderboard, because recent times tells they don't show up in the win position in the Kentucky Derby. East Avenue, the runner-up in the Bluegrass Stakes, went off at odds of 5-1, paid $6.42 for the place. He has 60 points on the leaderboard. Has 2 races this year with 1 second. So lightly raced. A lot of question marks on East Avenue. Rendered Judgment is now on the outside looking in. Earlier in the week, he had drawn into the Derby field, but then Owen Almighty the other day changed their plans and said, we now want in to race in the Kentucky Derby, where previously they said they would not. They would go in the Pat Day Mile. So with the re-entry of Owen Almighty, knocks Rendered Judgment down the list. He's on the outside looking in. He was 5th in the Bluegrass Stakes at 30-1 odds. He has 39 points on the leaderboard. And currently, the last one in so far has 46 points. So getting close, but he still needs a couple more defections to get in. Owen Almighty ran 7th in the Bluegrass Stakes. Reason why they initially were not going to run in the Derby, but has reconsidered. The excitement says, the owner says, let's go. He went off in the Bluegrass Stakes at 7-2 odds. Ran 7th. He has 65 points on the leaderboard. He has 4 races this year with 1 win and 1 second. So we have 3 runners confirmed today to be in the Kentucky Derby, with a possibility of a 4th one getting in if there's more withdrawals, dropouts. The Raise a Native Sire Pedigree Line. Everyone that's been following us for the last 25 years knows the importance what we put on having this sire line on the top level of the Raise a Native. It has been proven to be a powerful, critical pedigree line to have in winning the Kentucky Derby. It has been found in 17 of the last 30 Kentucky Derby winners. So, folks, that's over 50%. So the winners have this sire side pedigree line. Their average Derby Day payoff was $42.18. So they're going off at 20-1 odds, which is pretty nice on the win level. Of the runners this year coming out of the Bluegrass Stakes, there are 2 that have this critical pedigree line of Raise the Native. And they are Owen Almighty, who's back in the race now, and Burnham Square, who sits atop of the leaderboard, the points leaderboard. These 2 out of the 4 have the Raise a Native Sire pedigree line. And handicapping is the Kentucky Derby each year. It's the largest 20 horses. It's the largest field. It's once a year in the United States. So you need a method to be able to separate the contenders from the pretenders. And you can do that if you have better information. But you need to know those factors that are critical, that have been found to be critical if you want to win the Kentucky Derby. Then you need a wagering strategy that's going to help you maximize coverage in the big 20-horse field in your trifecta and superfecta wagers. Otherwise, it can get very expensive to play these tickets. With the Proven Winning Derby profile, we provide you with a wagering strategy as well to help you with that. I first introduced the proven winning Derby profile back in 2001, so this is our 25th year, 25th edition of it. It isn't something we just put together in the last couple years. We've been doing this for a long time. After years of handicapping the Derby and the Derby race, I've identified 22 factors that have been proven to be critical to have if you want to win the Kentucky Derby. The factors is a combination of being comprised of the horse's racing career as both a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old, and there's been changes to that over the years, as well as having the proper pedigree. That's pedigree on both the sire side as well as the broodmare sire side lines, and in the mare as well. We provide you with all the runners that have the various pedigree lines that we've found to be critical to have in the proven winning Derby profile. We provide you with that. All you do is look them up on the list, see which ones have which of the lines, and we've developed a points-based system on the 22 factors. So we tell you what points to assign to each of the factors based on the level of importance. And you just basically add up the points for each horse, and generally we find that the winner and most likely the runner-up to second place for the exacta will be found in the top 5-point earners. And then we provide you with additional handicapping methods to use to identify those runners that will most likely will hit the bottom of the superfecta and the trifecta, which of the long shots you should be using. All the hard work's done for you. You can get the Proven Winning Derby profile on our website, inheretheycome.com. It's available for immediate download. Once you purchase it, it'll take you to a download page where you'll get it immediately. Derby fever is starting to rise. We're less than 2 weeks out right now. So each day the fever is going to be getting hotter and hotter and hotter as we get closer to the big day. So don't wait to start your handicapping. Go out to our website and get our 2025 edition of the Proven Winning Derby profile now. We also make available our selections, our picks on the Kentucky Derby as well. So when you go to our website, you'll see the options out there if you're interested in our picks. We also have special discounted pricing if you subscribe to our Triple Crown series for our picks for the Derby, the Preakness Stakes, as well as the Belmont Stakes. So that's for our win, our exacta, trifecta, and superfecta wagers for each of those races. Also, you'll see on the website, we also make available our full card picks as well. So on the Derby day, there's like 14 races on the card. A lot of graded stakes races. We also make available our picks and selections for all 14 races if you're interested in getting those. So each race you'll get our win, exacta, trifecta, superfecta wagers, as well as the daily doubles, the pick threes, the pick fours, and the pick fives, and the pick six as well. Very reasonably priced, and you can also sign up for our Triple Crown series for full card picks as well at a discounted price. So go out there and take a look, and hopefully you'll join us this year, and good luck on the first Saturday in May with your wagers. Also, we'll continue putting out the videos on the impact of each of the Big Six prep races, so continue to watch our YouTube channel for that.